Hello, hello, all you amazing ladies out there. This is Aging Joyfully with Cindy Talley, RN. And today was going to be Terrific Tips Tuesday, as it was last Tuesday. But I just got through listening to a really great podcast, and it was on toxins and just the top 10 things that's toxic that we have in our house today. So I am calling today Toxic Tuesday. Anyway, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the information that I knew, but just hadn't been thinking about in a while. Because as we are aging and we have things coming on with our hormones getting out of whack, our health, as we get older, we notice the aging and health issues start creeping up. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, toxins in our environment, in our food, all of that play a huge role in our health. And if we can get rid of some of them, which is actually what I do, I help people with some of my nutritious products through some intermittent fasting, some other ways to pull those toxins literally out of your fat cells, that deep visceral fat that gets in there and surrounds all the intestines. That's the dangerous fat because it harbors all the toxins. That's why our body wants to hold on to that extra 10, 15, 25 pounds, depending on how much toxins you have in your body. It is inside your subcutaneous fat, and that's why you can't get rid of it. And I have ways of pulling it out and flushing it through the kidneys and getting rid of it. And when that happens, your weight just starts dropping off. And you've never been able to do it before, but when you get rid of those toxins, you can get rid of the weight. So I'll share that with you too sometime. But today, let's just talk about what are some of those toxic things. And first off, I want to share with you the podcast that I listen to. There's a couple of them. One of them is Dr. Kyron Dunstan, MD, with Hormone Prescription. I am learning so much by listening to her. And on her podcast, she had a speaker on there named Therese Forton-Barnes. Therese Forton-Barnes, and she has a podcast called Green Living with T, Tee. And so my daughter-in-law's name, I call her T. And so I was thinking Tiara June, but no, Tee. So if you want to look it up, Green Living with T. Anyways, I can't wait to plug into hers because after hearing her talk on toxins, it just made me really excited to plug into her podcast also. I'm always wanting to educate myself more and more so that I can educate you guys, right? So anyway, one of the top toxins I think about inside the house, like, do you guys have perfumes or do you still wear perfumes? Do you have those air fresheners that just automatically spray into the air? Well, anything that has scent like that and those fragrances can be highly toxic. Like there's chemicals in there that can cause you to have dizziness, nausea, drowsiness, irritation, throat irritation in your eyes, lungs can be irritated, your throat, your skin, your everything. You can even cause kidney damage. Like this stuff is not good for you. So if you notice, if you're around somebody that's wearing perfume or you start spraying these and you get a little like lightheaded or dizzy, it could be the fragrances, the air freshener that you're using in the bathroom. So you might want to think about getting rid of that or switching it up. Cleaning products. Like I learned about this because I have a friend that's in a company called Melaleuca, and they have all natural house cleaning products that are super safe for your children, for you, it doesn't matter. So if you can start changing over some of your products to a non-toxic cleaning ingredients, that is huge. So think about what soap do you use? What laundry detergent are you using? You think that smell that smells so good? Well, that fragrance is chemicals. And a lot of those chemicals are cancer causing chemicals. So definitely take a look and think about, the importance of maybe switching that over. Those dryer sheets can be the worst. So get something natural, switch over to wool balls. And if you want the scent, use some essential oils and put some essential oil on those wool balls is the advice that Therese gave. Let's see, what else did she say? Oh, plastic food containers. And I know I've heard this, and I have a lot of Tupperware, and I'm not sure if that's the same thing, but all those thin plasticware and things that we use. And definitely, if you're going to microwave something, don't microwave it in the plastic, because that heat can cause it to leach into your food. And then you get those actual compounds that can have neurological and reproductive effects in the humans if a lot of it gets into your system. And plastic water bottles, like I know that we try to use our containers like this or like this. Instead of bringing your water bottles, put them in something like this, or glass. Use glass containers. Is a whole lot healthier for you, especially if you leave it out in the sun. The plastic water bottles, that plastic and stuff in it can leach inside the water, and then you're drinking it. So that's not great for you, all those chemicals going into your body. Cosmetics. How many cosmetics do we women put on our body every single day? And this is something I need to really look into even more. I mean, I use some Mary Kay stuff. I love it, but I'm not sure how much toxins are in there and what's not. So definitely look for makeup that's free of synthetic dyes and fragrances, and maybe organic products that can greatly reduce your exposure to some of the toxins that are in there. Another one that I just recently switched was antiperspirants, because I have been using an antiperspirant deodorant for years. And the antiperspirant that keeps you from sweating they use aluminum. And aluminum, it can be very toxic to you and actually can be cancer causing. So if you can just get a deodorant or a natural deodorant, especially as we age, we don't sweat as much. So we do not need that antiperspirant. Just switch over and use a deodorant. And there's some other things that you can look into for that also. So non-stick cookware. Like, who knew that the Teflon that, scrapes off of your pan and gets in your food or whatever can be toxic, and has even been linked to reproductive problems and other health issues. So be careful. Use that wooden spoon and be careful not to scrape if you do have them. Otherwise, switch over to the old-fashioned pans, or those big, the stainless steel pans. Those would probably be the best for you. So, and also if you have babies or young children, look out on all the baby care products. And even some of the clothes and mattresses are sprayed with flame retardant. Shower curtains can have, like, the plastic in that cannot be good for you. Bug sprays. It can go on and on. Anyway, there's so many toxins, not to mention the pesticides and herbicides that are in the air. And I'll probably talk about this more, so I won't go into any more today. But definitely reach out to me if you want more information on how to get rid of some of these toxins in your body, because I know through experience, if you can detox the body, you're going to feel better. It's like a reset, and a reset your cravings to crave healthier foods. You'll no longer crave those sweet or salty things, and instead you'll start craving healthier things when you get those toxins out of your body. Plus, it helps you start losing the weight. And once your weight is lost, it helps you to maintain your weight. So over 50, that's important, because once we get the weight off, we don't want it back, and we don't want it to bring friends, right? Excuse me. Anyway, so please reach out and I'll share with you how to do that. All right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing and blessed Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow on Wellness Wednesday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.